A quarter of the season is over, but more than half of our divisional games have already been played. We just took on the Jets and the Dolphins, winning both of those games, clearing the Jets as a whole, dropping them down to 1-3, winning the series on them by week 5, which, speaking of, is against the Green Bay Packers, who, from my understanding, is still a pretty good-looking team. 84 overall with a higher defense than offense, which is definitely not something you would have expected to see over really the years. But let's take a look at the weekly awards, which, of course, has Drake May winning one of those awards. So 2 out of the 4 now he has won for the Offensive AFC Player of the Week. Looking at Jalen Hurts on the other side, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick. Definitely not really an R par, but look at that. 5 sacks, kind of crazy. 3 picks for Trevin Wallace, though, and 2 for DJ Reed. 2 interceptions for 3 of the 4 guys. So picks are going to get you, turnovers, takeaways are going to get you that award win most of the time. But let's take a look at our roster real quick, in case you didn't watch the last 2 episodes, where were you? Huh? You're out this late and you don't even call. Where were you? But this is what the team looks like. Obviously, Drake May. His morale is through the roof. He has not thrown a pick yet. I know every time I mention it, it's just that much likelier that it's going to be jinxed. 14 touchdowns, 0 picks. You look at the previous 2 years, I mean, we are not on par for those seasons. But last year, the year before, I mean, we really started off really strong like we did now. Not as strong as we have so far, but we have started off strong, and then it kind of falls apart a little bit. We start throwing some picks, and then 1 pick here and there turns into 2 a game, and then 3 a game, and then, little do we know we're Nathan Peterman. But let's take a look now at the Packers, see if they have any injuries. Of course, we do have several. We're accumulating some of these. Sucks we have a bye week next week, because that's when Christian Barmore is set to return. So even though we get that early bye week, which we kind of needed, the best player on our injury list is already going to be back before that anyway, so it's kind of like, kind of a waste. The Packers, with no injuries, though, we seemingly are the most injured team right now, but usually we stay healthy near the end of the season, so if we had to sacrifice early season injuries for a healthy postseason, so be it. Jordan Love, over an 85 overall. Obviously, that's a little bit of a morale drop. Decently fast, good throw power, good short accuracy, good medium, okay deep, throw on the run, throw under pressure. Those are great ratings for him. Josh Jacobs is still here, and he's 90 in every single juke ability rating / break tackle rating, except for spin move. Has pretty good catching. Speed at 89, might be regressing a little bit. That seems about on par for him, 89, 90. Wide receivers, they still have pretty much the same guys. Jaden Reed and Romeo Doubs is the number 1 and 2, but Michael Wilson, number 3. So the whole mentality that this team has nothing but number 2 wide receivers is still very relevant. No Tucker Kraft. Oh, no, it is Tucker Kraft. He's just the 3rd guy. I did not expect that. But Musgrave is number 1. Is a problem with all that speed and size. Jordan Morgan looks pretty good. Ellen Jenkins is still pretty good, even though he's regressing. Need a new center. Right guard is Louis Agnew. And then right tackle is John Graham. 2 young players. Not bad. Packers continuing the trend of having a good offensive line, really. Looking at Rashawn Gary, he's unbelievable still. Lucas Van Ness still hasn't really developed. Kenny Clark is still pretty viable with 88 block shed and I think inside stuff. Ojulari on the outside linebacker spot, kind of a bandage player, but not bad. So it's the Ojulari battle in this one, if you will. And it's not, something to be thrown under the rug, as our Ojulari Aziz is actually killing it right now with 6 sacks so far. Edgerrin Cooper starting to develop a little bit. Quay Walker still here. See him in free agency every once in a while. Cornerbacks, you still have that number 1, and then the rest kind of like supporting roles, if you will. But Stokes is fast, so that is a problem. McKinney's still pretty damn good. And then, of course, Bullard is developing. He's probably the best of the 2 safeties when you consider the fact that Bullard is a bit better in zone coverage already. And, he's still way young, and he's going to be continuing to develop. We also do have a press conference, though, a media availability. We have another primetime game here as well, which is pretty cool. I like it. I love the primetime games. I don't know who doesn't. I guess the elderly, which, I mean, hey, I'm getting up there myself, to be fair. What do you mean the game starts at 7 or 8 o'clock? What do you mean? Do you feel like you have a solid idea how good this team... Man, they're going to ask me some random-ass question that I'm not going to know. What did Drake May eat last Thursday? How many wins do you think this team can finish with? We already have 4. I think 10 to 11 is very doable. So 10 to 11. I think that's the floor for us, so that's what I'm going to expect. That definitely seems possible. Thank you, reporter. If you can win... Wait, what? It skipped so quick. It was 2,500 XP and then probably morale. I don't even know for sure. But let's take a look at what the Packers do. Thank you, as I was saying, what the Packers do well. Apparently their quarterback is Chris Sermon and not actually Jordan Love. Oh, there we go. Definitely a short pass team. I can't believe their medium pass is this ass, though. The Packers like to run the ball a lot. I'm going to go run inside because similar to playing the short pass, you still will get players up to the line of scrimmage defending the pass as well. They are a pretty good run defense team, which you just don't expect from a Green Bay team. Pass defense isn't so good. Yeah, I mean, I do think so. Rashawn Gary with no outsiders and then Kenny Clark with inside stuff. Where do you run the ball? I think this is going to be one of those games where we're going to be under pressure a lot, and this could be our first interception thrown this year. I'm going to be a little... I'm going to be honest. I'm a little worried, but I think it's possible. I also can't believe that. Did it say we were the #1 offense and defense? You know how rare that is on the quarter length we play? Like, that is so impossible. I can't believe that. We're goated right now. We're, like, insane. But also, we get 1 of 2 speed upgrades for our corners. And here we are for a primetime game, a Monday night primetime game. Looking at Drake May's numbers, off to a historic start. Don't know how many quarterbacks have ever thrown for 10-plus in touchdowns with 0 interceptions to start out a season. Probably not many, if any. I mean, it doesn't even matter how good of a quarterback you are. Sometimes, the ball just gets deflected, it gets dropped, and, whatever happens, and, the ball just gets picked off. It just happens, Guy at the line gets his hands up late, and, it's deflected into the air. It just doesn't matter, right? Sometimes it's just uncontrollable, yet so far... Not trying to jinx it. We have been flawless. But a Monday night game with the eyes of the NFL world on us could be too much of a pressure situation. We'll see. Obviously, we'll be able to also see what teams before us played and who won divisions. It's up and down. I will say the Dolphins aren't off to a great start, but the Bills and Jets, specifically the Jets, have kind of surprised me a little bit. But so far, we are obviously running away with it at the moment, but still really early in the season, so we got to get every win we can. Even though the Packers are 1-3, we obviously see them as a team, a roster on paper that is not to be taken too lightly. Let's say how Jordan Love has started. It could be a big reason why. Yeah, I was about to say a big reason why they're struggling. 5 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. We have seen a vast number of different quarterbacks, throughout the seasons. And that is probably the worst start we've seen, as Josh Jacobs is going to get some pretty good blocking inside, considering, and he just, barely finds a little hole for 3. Little hole, okay. 9 for 53, Josh Jacobs, 0 touchdowns. It's a good average, just they're not running them that much. It's weird how you see that from this Green Bay team. Sometimes you just see a really good average, and they just stop the running the ball. I don't know what it is. Oh, over the middle. Nope, it's going to go to, well, sort of, to Musgrave for a gain of 6. Move over Gamble. Might have to get in there with Cobb. I thought they would have run the ball, and a bump off the line by potentially his own player is going to potentially cause this to be a punt. It was actually our guy, but they kind of collided a little bit. It's not really, it's weird because it's like, yeah, to 92 on a punter for Green Bay. That is interesting. But, yeah, it's oh, look at Harper. Harper's got some room. All the way to about the 50-yard line. But yeah, they're both entitled to spot, but at the same time, our guy is kind of running into him. So it was the slightest ever slowdown, I suppose. But Harper with a decent return near midfield. Of course, Drake May, we've talked about it a couple times. At some point, it's going to happen. The fun storyline, everyone watching, it's going to go away. There's no way we finish a season with 0 interceptions, but man... It's been a fun ride so far, and it would be great to continue it. Very much so talking about it as if it's guaranteed to end this game, so there's even more pressure on me to not throw that pick, because he did it on purpose. 3-yard gain to Stevenson. I'm just going to run the ball all game. 184 yards last week tells me that we probably could as well. We're going to throw a pick so early, and I'm going to look like such a faker. There we go. It's a pretty good read. Douglas, first down. Pretty damn good coverage, too. Either we're going to throw an interception or Drake May is going to get hurt, and he will have an interception-less season. Good try in the cutback. Another 3 yards, Lucas Van Ness with the tackle. Just because they look like a formidable foe on run defense doesn't mean I'm not going to at least try to run the ball. That's a great throw. Patton, the rookie, 26-yard line. Oh, is Kenny Clark not a superstar anymore, actually? He is kind of on the older side, so he doesn't have no insiders as we try to run outside, and we get chased down for a loss of 2 by Lucas Van Ness. They said their team was decent at run stop. You know, they're like top, half of the league. They didn't say they were like the greatest of all time. And we're going to throw this one away. I think if I threw that to Douglas, there was a chance that Cooper jumps that. If that play right there doesn't tell you that I'm not hyper-focused on not throwing a pick, I don't know what will. Oh, come on. Get that ball out, Drake May. And it's going to be a field goal, I suppose, better than their 3 and out. Yeah, we're honestly... I worry about our chances of losing this game because I'm very focused on not throwing that pick. Because really, the first couple of weeks, it's like, yeah, you didn't throw a pick. That's pretty cool. That happens. But now we're getting into, like, crazy territory. It's like, now I really want to be, like, historically good at not turning the ball over, But we're just going to not try to focus on it. Just don't focus on it. Don't worry about it. I say that, but let's be honest. That's not going to happen. Motion for Musgrave. Got to be careful with him. Very athletic. Picked off by Beasley. Maybe Jordan Love will throw all the picks that we need to. Number 10 for Jordan Love. He is at a freaking, a 1-to-2 touchdown to pick ratio? It's so weird to hear that because like 99% of QBs are positive, especially in the freaking 2000s. Unbelievable. I mean, that was a pretty steerable route. Like, you could kind of see that was going to be a route that was going to happen. Late to Douglas. I can't believe Quay almost just got lucky there. Our most dangerous throw, but in the terms of how humans work, that should have been safe every day of the week. It's a late throw. Oh my God, that should have been the first pick. Evan Williams dropped it. Yeah, I'm gonna run the ball. I'm broken. Oh my God, thank God it worked. I was about to say I hesitated myself out of a first down. Great play for Stevenson on 3rd and 10. They played a light box. They've been killing it on the run defense in general. And we get a 3rd and 10 conversion on the ground despite literally every run besides that going for basically 1.5 yards. This is a nightmare game for us. Their run defense is elite, and we're overthinking it in the pass game. Over the middle, and Polk drops a touchdown. Stokes, really good job there. Hey, we made a good read. It was just dropped. What do you want from me? And that's going to be picked off. I knew it. I knew it was going to happen. I knew it. I really didn't want this to be the first pick, and it just... I don't know what it is about this Packers team. Their defense is scary. They got fast linebackers. They've got a D-line that's tough. Get in there. Oh, come on. We're not even going to only throw our first pick. We're going to lose our first game. I can't believe Quay didn't jump the hitch, though. Ooh, I thought it was going to actually be a run. That's going to be picked. Oh, my God. There goes Jaden Reed. Gambles fast. Not fast enough. McKenzie in coverage. Gets beat by an inch. Goes for the pick, which at 6'4", he probably should every time. There's no way we're going to throw our first pick and lose our first game. That's just a dot, dude. I don't know how the hell we don't pick this off. Please tell me we don't have a T-Rex on our team. That's all I ask. Am I crazy or is this... I mean, he is outstretched. He just misplaces his hands. That's crazy. All right, Harper on the return. Should have just ran the ball. Would have had another field goal. No interception thrown. It's only the first quarter. We have another chance. We have a chance to, like, go from, like, outstanding start to just, like, any other team. This Packers defense has that potential. And that's overthrown. That could be picked as well. Okay. Get it out of our heads. We're overthinking it a little bit. Go back to that curl route. Polk catches it and slips. Fumbles. Faulkner can't get to it. It's another turnover. Thankfully, it's not a pick. I'm so hyper-focused on these interceptions. I'm like a real-life quarterback. Throw one pick, and I can't stop thinking about it. I just don't have the millions. Damn it. What a hit. Polk just, sort of blindsided, but he shouldn't have been. It's like he lowered his head to run, but like you're a receiver, pay attention. Jaden Reed, 2 for 91 and a touchdown. You could already hear the tweets about us being frauds being sent across the Twitterverse as the Monday night primetime game. We can't get off the block. And Jaden Reed is going ham. He's going to do it again. McKenzie burned, trying to catch up on the comeback and just mistimed it, and it's another touchdown. I can't believe we can't get to the quarterback better than this, though. Try to strip. Didn't get any latch. Jaden Reed touchdown. It's like Stephon Diggs versus the Saints. It's early. We're not gonna panic. We're not gonna go crazy. Please hit this. That's a big play. Douglas, massive play on the crosser. Late hit attempt to the 31. Good play. It's a good play. It gets us down the field. Slows down that momentum a little bit. You're going to go with a screen pass. There's nobody on it. And we set up blocks as much as we can. Our guys have no vision. We gained 5 on what should have been maybe even a touchdown. Let's get this sweep. You know what? 4 touchdown, 1 interception game. Sounds pretty good on the stat sheet to me. This is the play that always gets us freaking ineligible man downfield, though. Every time, bro. What is wrong with them? Every single time. And the throw sucks because as soon as that flag was coming up, I got freaking panicky. But you could argue them accepting it's actually a bonus because we get a second chance at it, 3rd and 5, and, instead it's 2nd and 10. Like, where does the left tackle go, bro? Is he running a route? Where is he going? It's like they purposely do that so you don't have all time to throw on that. I didn't even see him come up. Oh, my God. These linebackers. Speed is all that matters. End of the first is now 3rd and 10, down by 11. I'm glad they show that pick again. We need a certified dot. See if we can get one of those. It's a pretty good throw. Faulkner catches it 4th and 1. It's 1 yard. That's all I can really say about this. It's 1 yard. Come on, Pat Ricard. Easy. I don't care how old he gets. Look how many yards he got. I don't care how old he gets. He's getting that every time. And out of context, that sounds sus as hell. See how they want to play this? They're playing the corner. Keep running. That's a tough throw. I can't believe that Stevenson stopped running. What was he doing there? Who knows? Let's just run the ball. 2nd and 10. Set something up for 3rd down. Or it was close for a touchdown, but 9 yards. Not bad to the 2. Keep our options open by looking for a throw. I don't like the audible here, though. Douglas. There you go. Really, most of the time we take a long time to throw that ball and we keep looking and looking and looking. Bad things happen. This time, compose. Douglas kept running his route. We got some pretty good blocks. Touchdown. Personally, I'm not sure the thought process of not going for it here, so I will be, and I'm going to run the ball. And we get some pretty good blocks. Stevenson, great vision, cutting it outside. Inside. Oh, no, on Wenu's injured. We just talked about we don't want him hurt because the blocking's been pretty good so far this season. And now we got our best lineman going to the locker room. 6:19 in the second. We composed ourselves. We got on the board through the air. It's going to help us feel more confident. We can't get over there. It's going to be a throw to the tight end. We missed the tackle. We get a little bit of help, though. Gains 5. Is that Darnell Washington? It's actually Michael Wilson. Does that mean I need glasses, or does that mean our players are short? Because I just confused 6'2" wide receiver with a 6'7" mammoth tight end. Oh, come on, fellas. Even Musgrave didn't know the ball was coming to him. Jordan Love with obviously a pick himself, but still, 169 yards and 2 touchdowns in the first half. Really the first quarter. Not great. We got too much to cover. Nice hit. Romeo Doubs gets blasted. Right now, coverage isn't great. Pass rush is even worse. I really think our best chance is man. We might have to blitz a little more often than we have. We are really dysfunctional here. We're going to get all the way out there with Beasley. Didn't really need to as we had Gamble killing it as usual. I know we've missed a few tackles with Gamble, but when he actually has the guy in his hands, he usually does hold off. That's weird to say like that. Beasley, please! He's going to easily float that. That's what Jordan Love does. He just floats it on a secondary kind of look, and it just works out every time. Jaden Reed, 159 yards. On par for a record, technically. Especially when you consider that first drive of theirs went with a 3-and-out, so them not getting the ball till the second in the second half right away, it doesn't really matter because they didn't do it in the first half really either. He didn't catch the ball. Oh, that's a touchdown. Please. Dial, not even bad coverage. Safety, really good hit. Michael Wilson's having a day, which is crazy because Reed's having a true ultra day. We go with Tyndall. We got some speed. Not the best block shedders, but we got speed, so we can get in there quick. Or just let him wide open to the edge. We have a chance, but no, we do not. Josh Jacobs, great blocking, great vision to the outside. They're back up by 2 possessions. I actually changed no sliders, and the Packers are just cooking. Did we just get lucky matchups, even though they're all division rivals? I mean, I suppose I'd rather win those games than anything. Late hit by the kicker, I would have taken that. I would have flopped. I've been like, LeBron, you know, I'm just, I ain't messing around every time. 508 yards. 0 touchdowns on the season, though. Wait, we have 0 rushing touchdowns with Ramondre. See, this is why I should never answer the media questions, because they'll catch me off guard with these questions. Cut back way too hard. Man, Ramondre, this game is looking really slow, though. Just keeping it real. Not going to stray away from the run, though. We're going to run the ball again. Yeah, I like that look, and, you know, for good reasons. 11 yards. We're going to play underneath because it looks like outside zone coverage. Ramondre, perfect throw. Back with some more yards to the 2-minute warning. Not an ideal start, but could be an ideal finish. We'll see how we play this. Oh, I was looking at the tight end Faulkner, but Jordan Davis coming in with the play. I mean, he kind of did make a pretty quick move there. I don't really want this out because Jair's got this covered. He's about to throw it, and Rashawn Gary, insta-sack. I got to remember that Onwenu is hurt. So it's pretty much safe to say that this drive is pretty dead. So if we can at least set up an easier field goal, that'd be good. I think that'll do. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I agree to punt. It's a pretty long field goal with wind. And we do have a little bit of wind in our favor, though. Didn't kick full power. That might be a mistake. No, that's a good decision, I think. Oh, that's a good punt to the 5. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. I thought it was this game. I was like, I knew he's having a good game, but I didn't think it was that good. Before this game, not bad. After this game, probably one of the league leaders. Bringing a lot of linebackers in here. If we can at least keep them here, it's a good decision. Could even give us more points. Oh, it's going to be picked off by Jelani! What a jump! Got to Jacobs late because I didn't know if it was going to be a run or not. And then we picked off the slant covering the running back. These linebackers are swarming. Jordan Love, fearless. Maybe he should have a little fear. In your own end zone, taking that. I mean, we had perfect coverage with Gonzalez anyways. Unbelievable pick. We got to score from here now. We have no choice. From the 7, we got to at least put up 3. And I know that's a losing mentality to be thinking about 3 points when we're in a position to score a touchdown. But it doesn't matter when you got Ramondre finally on the board with a rushing touchdown. Apparently, I'm trying to recall him getting into the end zone, and I really can't, but I also can't recall 0 touchdowns, but it is what it is. Ramondre's on the board now, whether he was before or not. As we always say, punters are people too. Huge punt, drops him at the 5. Oh, Lord. Although I will say they were risky as hell at the 5, so that pick was probably coming no matter what. If you're throwing from the 5-yard line on first down with a minute left in the second, I don't know what's going on. Over the middle, we can't get there. It's not our job anyways. They're moving down the field pretty quickly here. Might be able to get some points before half, but I think we've bounced back as much as possible. Oh my, Jelani's burned. Go for the strip. Keeps him in bounds. I mean, this is going to be, I was about to say, a situation where they might try to save the timeout, realize that they shouldn't have, and waste a lot of clock, but nope, they smartened up. Ooh, almost ran it. Almost overran it. Then we got pushed hard. That's PI. And, of course, it's going to be a pick. I will say he probably saw that it was a flag. I mean, we blatantly destroyed him. That sucks. That illegal contact came up early enough, though, to where I'm pretty sure Jordan Love realized that it's a flag. And we're not going to get there, but great job by Beasley to force the knockout. We haven't had many of those so far. They had one on us with Polk, though. Beasley letting him in behind. Oh, wow, we really let him in behind. As McKenzie gets burned for a second big play touchdown, this time to a different receiver. You know, if it was Jaden Reed again, it's like, okay, Jaden Reed's their best wide receiver. He's a different type of receiver. He's smaller. But Romeo Doubs is, kind of a bigger wide receiver. True one type. And McKenzie gets burned there, too. And with 13 seconds left, I mean, the best you can probably do safely is just run the ball. You get something going. Maybe you call a timeout. I mean, I don't know if I would consider that something going. 2 yards. Maybe a screen pass. I don't know if you really want to risk your injured lineman already with more injury chance, but whatever. Can't get the ball off, and that's why you don't continue playing. How are we not... Tell me that's not a fumble. Tell me that's a forward pass. Empty-handed, that's a fumble. I can't believe where we've been. May's fumbling has become a bit of a problem. He might not have thrown many picks before today, but the fumbles have definitely been flying. And we start the second half off down by 17 points. As we try to cut it all the way outside. They have that smart, like, boundary line defender. Ramondre, I don't care. I don't care how many yards he has. We're losing the game right now. Stop showing me this. It's not important to me right now. Please. I was going to throw the ball, but I think they're weak. Although Cooper gets pretty much a free look at us. Don't know the status of Onwenu, though. I'm not really sure why that is, if he's coming back and they just didn't even bother showing. Douglas wide open. He's been by far the most efficient wide receiver. Nice move all the way down the sideline. Out routes. I mean, this is almost guaranteed for Polk. I mean, that's bread and butter between these two. For the most part, unless you overthrow the ball, Polk is a pretty safe wide receiver to throw to. And we're going to run up the middle with Drake May for 9. We need to take this game over. We need Drake May to just go off. We're going for a pass here because on 2nd and 2, I think 3rd and 2, you can easily convert. Maybe not. Definitely not going to get a play there. Late hit on the quarterback. Don't know why they didn't call it. Maybe could have taken Faulkner, but that throw has been a little difficult for us to hit at times. 3rd and 2 going against Jordan Davis here, and we're just going to take the first down. Maybe we bounce it all the way left for a touchdown. I'm taking the first down. In a game where the unlucky has become commonplace, I'm going to take what I can get guaranteed. And Faulkner, great catch, stays up on his feet, and unfortunately for him, Bullard catches his leg while he's running, so it's not a one-on-one. Stumbling towards the second defender. Is this not a wide open touchdown for Stevenson? Yeah, it is. I don't know why they sold out for the run there. We'll take it. Back on the board, 25-35. You know, talked about it. 3-4 touchdown, 1 pick game would not be bad. But obviously, right now, the big concern is potentially dropping our first game of the season. Trying to get that deep crosser. It's kind of open. Jordan Love's going to run now. Got to remember, Jordan Love's decently fast, too. Him and Drake May have a lot of similarities, actually. Drake May's just a bit faster, and mainly because of the staff stuff. Jelani got to stay over there because we overran it. Oh, God, what a hit. I can't believe he ran into there, though. I know he's afraid of Jelani, but he had more yards, just at least slightly aiming that way. 2nd and 7, defense has really not done a great job. If it's not picks, it's usually touchdowns. We're supposed to blitz with Dial. Pretty good coverage there, though. No! Ojulari and company are going to get him down, but it's not going to be an actual sack. Disappointing because, you know, our edge has been... Ojulari's had a great game, season so far, but our edge has been still pretty bad overall. Over the middle. We're not going to get there in time. And somehow Musgrave holds on. But they're going to say he fought that on his own, which I kind of understand. He's coming back to the quarterback with the catch, lands it, breaks the tackle, but... Man, I don't know. That does seem like it might have been forward progress. I mean, they're at home, so the refs, I mean, what are you going to blame? Not going to have a chance. To the 20, it's a really weird punt. Going to get that, like, whip zig by Douglas over there. Definitely a route we can look at. Do we have the time to throw to Polk? I don't know. They're going to be bringing a little bit of a rush. Douglas, like I said, been super efficient. Our throws are always behind, though. That's the thing I hate. I don't think it's Drake May being bad. I'm not sure. Faulkner, quick throw. Another, I don't know if it's a behind or he spun on his own, but should have been an easy first down. Do we need to step into it a little bit more, maybe? I don't know, but we're going to run a dive type of kind of zone run-ish. Get ourselves a first down. Douglas. I like Douglas. I don't think this is a really good route for him, though. I'm in trouble, and I can't get that throw over to Polk. Throw it. All right, they only got one linebacker there, but we'll see how the guard plays it. Really well. Good spin. Truck move, but a second guy comes up. 3rd and 5. Double in sail. The run is potentially there again. They're playing the outsides. I'm going to run. Really good blocking. Almost too good at blocking. Almost blocked us out of the play. 8 yards on 3rd and 5. Nice. Yeah, no funny business. We didn't even look at the halftime stuff. Just, I mean, we're on to the next one. I wanted it all with the tight end, but yeah, Douglas is too open to ignore. Looking for a little bit of a deeper play. It's first down. I think you have that luxury. Safety's worrisome, though. To the tight end, wide open. Sucks that Stevenson didn't kind of get the memo. He could have lead blocked for us. But 2nd and 4, end of the quarter. We're down 10. In position to score, though. That Luke Musgrave play they showed, though, that was a massive one in this game. You go back to the tight end who's open. Faulkner turns that into a pretty big first down. Halfback angle. We're going to run the ball again. Inside zone has been our friend. Get out of our way, please. Stevenson hasn't really had like home run hits, but, you know, consistency. We are very familiar with the flood drive. Faulkner's usually a pretty good route if you get the time. Nope, taking Patton. The rookie who's showing off some speed to the 6. We threw a pick on this earlier, but looking like man coverage. Maybe not. It is. There goes Drake May, and he's going to walk into the end zone. That was too easy. Good maneuvering. The pass rush was so hyper-fixated, they didn't even think about a scramble. And we're down 3. Was looking around for the routes. Douglas got completely destroyed. The hitch was kind of scary. Everything else was covered, I think. I will say, though, Douglas got destroyed at the line, but he actually did recover. He got open last second, but that's fine. Touchdown's a touchdown. Doesn't really matter who gets it or how it's gotten. Almost said Drake May talking about, ooh, could have been called for 15 there. You're talking about Jordan Love, similar to Drake May, and you know he ran. I was like, hey, look, it's Drake May. There he goes. He's playing for the Packers, though. What happened? Good move by Uche, but Jordan Love gets off his spot, throws back, but is this a hold? It better be a hold, because Jaden Reed is gone. Tell me that's a hold. Show me an offensive lineman. Don't show me a D lineman. Yes, you sexy man, an ineligible man downfield. We know the pain. I can't believe Jaden Reed so far this game, though. He has been unbelievable. Like, I don't know if we knew it was going to be called back, but like usually you play to the whistle on the defense. That's good coverage. Oh, maybe it won't really matter. Can we get to him? At least with Jaden Reed, his touchdown was right away. If they drive this down for a bunch of time wasted and kick a field goal, that's way worse than a touchdown. At least we have an onside kick chance if we get the ball back and score. We'll come with the blitz. We've been too conservative this game. That is another floater, and we can't get it there. What a throw. We were like fingertips away again. Like, you can't make this stuff up. Like, look! So no matter what, we need 2 scores. Unless we force the turnover here, which, I mean, doesn't seem super likely. And there's a sack. I will say it doesn't seem super likely, but Jelani, that was a close call. Jelani with that pick earlier that we negated for him. No problem. We'd be looking pretty good. Wow, we are into the backup zone right here. Oh, this is not good. Oh, it wasn't actually a run. Good hit. 3rd and 9 from the 22. If we can force a field goal, though, you know, maybe it makes things a little more interesting. I don't know. One way or another, we're going to make a Needham stop or an onside kick, so we're bringing the whole house. We should get him. We do, and another play where you could have easily seen that being a turnover. Tavai again. Playing it risky, but it got us off the field. 3.5 minutes left. Down by... Oh, what am I thinking about? It's only a 3-point game. Blood's yapping. A touchdown wins it. I don't know why I thought they were up by a 7 still. I forgot they didn't score any points before that in the 4th quarter. We're actually fine. Defense cooked up. All right. Pretty good block. I needed to cut inside to get that block, even though outside was the opening. Of course, with 3 minutes left, and we got time. We're chilling. Worried about freaking 2 possessions. Who is he yapping to? What a play by Stevenson. Like 15 yards. This play almost always seems like you're forced into the drag because the outside throw is just too tough. Not wrong. Nice floater. He kind of like almost got his arm pulled back during that. 2nd and 2. Once again, clock is really not a problem. We got 3 timeouts. You get 2 minutes, but I'm not going to waste it to the 2 minute. You know, I want to make sure we get this. First down, 2 minute warning now. 38-28, a touchdown wins it. The Packers choking a bit here. Where have we seen that before? Team loves a good choke. Huh? Screen pass towards Rashawn Gary. Doesn't see it, but either do the lineman. We got to cut it back in. Bouncing it out. Couldn't quite get to his outside edge. And I thought they called the timeout early. I was like, what? But no, as Lucas Van Ness is injured on the play, going to the locker room just like Onwenu. And of course, with Onwenu, it's a pretty big injury. It's a dislocated knee. That's got to be some weeks. It's going to be Polk who holds on. I thought he dropped. I was about to say, Polk, you've done nothing all day. You got to do something. He's had like a curl route, and that's like basically it. Oh my God, I didn't see him. Whoo! I saw him, but I thought he dropped instead of picked up. Thank God it's Faulkner. If it was like Douglas, that's a pick. Go route for Polk. Nah, I can't. We're intersecting routes then. Polk. Nice catch and run. First down. Why is... Oh, do we have the chew... Do we have chew clock on? No way. The clock is being chewed, I'll tell you that much. About to hit Douglas for a clean one, too. We don't have it on. I don't know why the clock's going. I might just be too busy paying attention to everything else but the clock. Polk really not open on that curl, but he's so good that maybe we give him a chance anyways. Patton. Oh, my God. How is that overthrown? Was it a bad timing ball? Okay, we're kind of choking here a little bit. We're going to go with a screen pass. If we can at least get the ball out there, it's been kind of our bread and butter. And he tries to swat it. I just need that first down. I don't really care if we, have to call a timeout. I just want the first down. Good play. Okay, we reeled it back in a little bit. We were kind of choking. I can't lie. The choke was on. It's going to be a tough one. Patton, great throw and catch. Problem is, did we give him too much time? There we go. I thought we were going to choke and just not even score the touchdown, but like I said, reeled it back in. Okay, but this is why, I don't worry about the clock too much. I call the timeout kind of quickly there, and they have 31 seconds with 2 timeouts. They've had some big plays this game. As far as NFL, playing goes, we played it almost perfectly. Good hit, but we didn't finish it. 5 seconds, though, to get to the 32 is not bad. What do you do? Cover 4? You're basically letting the inside just walk free, and they've had a lot of throws to the inside. See how they play it. 2 timeouts. Pretty much everything is open. Running back? I would have taken the running back. Although Jordan Love does get about 10. They only need about 20 yards. Playing cover 3 now. I know the deep shot's scary, but outside he's got to get out of bounds, which he does, I think. They need to get to the 43 for a 60-yarder. Going some man coverage, I know, risky as hell, but our zone has been devastatingly bad. And that could have been picked, and Gonzalez doesn't want it. I don't know if he's just, unaware of the situation. I'm really not sure why you ever swat that ball, to be honest. Oh, he actually takes that deep, and we leave him. We leave him. I don't know why I didn't expect that to be a route, and we can't take all these timeouts with us, so we're going to have to ice him. It's a long field goal, but 54 is also not crazy anymore. Come on, Booth. We just brought you in. This is why we brought you in for. It's not true, but let it happen anyways. And he's going to hit it clean. Expecting a slow linebacker to cover that route is tough. It is tough. I had a feeling it might have come back. I think you just go for the return. Well, there is no return to have. I had a feeling it might come back, but at the same time, if he runs further upfield, forget a field goal. It's a touchdown probably. And we can't really set anything up with anything short. I'm not really even sure what a Hail Mary does here. And Ramondre, I figured Ramondre, he's got a chance to break a couple of tackles, maybe pitch it back inside. I don't know. It's a bad last play, but realistically, you're not getting a Hail Mary on that. The Packers are going to win 41-39. We absolutely clawed back. We did a really good job. And unfortunately, we gave him too much time left. And also, Gonzalez decided, hey, I'm not going to intercept that ball. I'm going to swat it. Freaking Jelani Tavai, though, it's crushing Jordan Love multiple times. They're right at the end of the game. And we not only throw our first pick of the season, we throw our first game of the season. Drake May, 60% completion percentage, 276 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. The Packers were very bad on the ground, but also very good in coverage. And unfortunately, we dropped this game. A lot of mistakes, especially with, Jaden Reed himself. Had an interception with Gonzalez. Once again, didn't side it. We didn't want it. 2 interceptions. I mean, I got to assume Tafai is going to be player of the week. It's a pretty good game. 2 sacks and a pick. All right, let's take a look at Onwenu. 5 weeks. So 4 weeks, 3 weeks. So 3 games he's going to be missing, I believe, which is unfortunate. Obviously, Barmore's going to be back. And then Mitchell, I think, is also going to be back because of this bye week. I guess the bye week did turn out to be all right. It would have been nice. No, I can't say it would have been nicer a week earlier because Onwenu, it kind of sucks for Barmore, but Onwenu is going to benefit from this hard, which he wouldn't have if we would have had a bye week. Although, you could argue he wouldn't have been injured if we had a bye week. Regardless, though, first pick, first loss, but I think it could have been worse. We could have regressed into a really bad state of mind where we throw multiple picks. We only ended up throwing 1. We did fumble once, in fairness, and that did cost us, but still. Drake May and Jalen Polk have big charity events this week for my cause, my cleats. You interested in attending either? What are the events? Drake May's event is access to clean water for communities. Polk's is a voter participation event with celebrities. Water is more important. So that. Okay, here we go. What do you mean you don't want to meet some celebrities? I don't care, dude. I'm about the water. This is a cool freaking scenario, though. Let's go back from my charity event. The organizer said if you made an appearance, we would have raised significantly more money. Oh, that's it. Okay. They wanted to see your intensity and how much you care, but they wanted to see the entertainer, not me. I know you're unpredictable, but they don't. Wait, I know you're unpredictable, but they don't? You didn't need me? Wait, what? So they don't know he's unpredictable. That's so weird. They wanted to see your intensity and how much you cared about the team, not me. So basically, this is like the normal thing where it's saying, like, you're a leader, you're a team player, you're caring about your social medias, you're unpredictable. I don't remember which one he is. But as far as, like, what I think, I would say this one, I think. I don't really care. I expected more out of you. I'm the coach, bruh. Like, as much as I do like the new scenarios, like, EA is also super out of touch. Like, imagine you're still on a rookie deal, wide receiver comes up to you and says, I'm ashamed, coach. I expected more. It's like, who are you? Like, huh? Like, I know Jalen Polk's like him for us, but at the same time, it's like, what do you mean? Weekly award, though, who wins it? It's going to be Jelani Tavai, as expected, in fairness. But yeah, that I'm ashamed. I'm disappointed. I don't care. I simply, what am I doing? We have, I was like, well, who's the team we're playing? It's like, oh, that's irrelevant because we're not there yet. The Jets, though, once again, another division rival. We also have our first mock draft. Let's see where we rank. Probably in the 27 plus range. 31. So the Buccaneers are the only team higher than us. They have us taking a tackle. I could see it. Tackle has been an injury-prone position for us, and, I mean, at the end of the day, an offensive lineman's an offensive lineman. I'll move players around if I need to. Our left tackle is technically not a left tackle, so whatever happens, happens. Let's move on to Week 7 against the Jets, though, see if we have any other scenarios as well. Jelani Tavai was pretty good. I don't know if he can get a breakout at his age, but, I also don't know if he needed to catch a stray that hard at this point. But let's take a look at this press conference. What's the question? Drop your first game, idiot. What are you going to do now? I don't know. I don't care. Oh, are we going to have to answer a question we don't know the answer to? Which stat? Yep, here we are. What is the stat? We've run the ball pretty well. Our passing's been pretty good. I imagine really high. Oh, without a doubt higher than 50%. I'd be shocked if it was less. I'd be genuinely shocked. Really? Oh wait, was it touchdowns? Reading might be a problem. I didn't pay attention. Did she say touchdown percentage or scoring? Because red zone, the point is scoring. Obviously, you want to score touchdowns, but that's hard for any team. What is that? Rushing touchdowns. Where's the red zone? Red zone efficiency. Because, like, I don't know any team that scores. Like, no, I guess there are more teams that score more. Oh, so do we just suck? Oh, do we suck? Wait, we suck. Okay, wait. Wait, no matter what the question is, the answer was yes. Our percentage for points in general is over 50%. Oh, wait, that's defensive. No, it was still... Okay, we just got scammed. We score more than 50% in general, and we score more than 50% for touchdowns. Okay, dude. Oh, was that maybe I didn't read that right? Maybe it was defensive. How many touchdowns did we give up defensively? No, it says well, I guess play calling could be defensively. I might have just misread. I'll be real. It could be a possibility. But then again, it's also a possibility that they're just stupid. We got all our players back, though, which is great, outside of Onwenu, obviously. But, you know, it's about as good as you're going to get at this point. Onwenu just got hurt. Let's take a look at the Jets team real quick. We've already seen it before. Good quarterback, great running back, great wide receiver one. Tight ends are a pretty good committee. O-line's not bad. We actually struggled pretty hard on edge rush with them. Even Penning, I think, was, decent. Edge is decent. DT's solid, hard to run against. And then, of course, they have the wrong linebackers. Quincy's amazing. And then their corners were very hard to throw against. This was, besides the Packers, the toughest team we've played defensively so far. Weekly strategy is going to probably include defending the ground, which we did really well last time on for the most part. And then attacking them probably in the run game. I'm pretty sure we ran away from Quentin decently well. And we have a couple of upgrades. Almost all the DTs. Actually, was Barmore on the list? Who was the number one guy? I already forgot. I just seen it and I already forgot. Great upgrade there for Finesse. Didn't really pay attention to Roberson's ratings because he's not... Yeah, it was McKenzie. That's who. He hasn't really been the focus of this team. I know he's played since Barmore's been injured, but he hasn't really done much ever since joining us. Just kind of a wasted pick. 2 to Finesse, 1 to Block Shed, 1 to Power Move for Mr. Roy Cobb. Almost to 80 Finesse, which is... kind of a milestone. Azeez Ojulari, obviously going to be going with Speed Rusher. That is his, strongest pass rush attribute. Ooh, this could be juice. 2. I mean, it's better than nothing. If we can get +2 in the focused pass rush move every time, that's a win. That's definitely a win. McKenzie, he's pretty balanced. I'm going to continue going man-to-man. I think man-to-man gives you really, really good man coverage upgrades and decent zone. Hey, better zone. 4 to press, by the way. That's crazy of an upgrade. 90 press with the boost. He could actually be a sick press corner now. We might have to press a little bit more in man. But here it is, the Jets. Let's go on for game 2 of 2. And here we are, going against the Jets. Obviously, that one pick, it sucks. You can see it on the list now. 0 stands out. 1 still stands out. Anything under, 10 is going to stand out pretty nicely, especially as the season goes on. But it's not the same. We all know it's not the same. The pressure is definitely lifted a bit, but it still just sucks. I would have loved to see this go as far as possible. We talked about it. It does suck, but at the same time, it was bound to happen. We mentioned it. To be fair, I kind of hyper-focused on it last game, but we did mention it multiple times in previous games too, so it's not a big deal. Throwing it against a fast linebacker doesn't surprise me one bit. As long as it wasn't like a defensive tackle or an average corner, but a speedy linebacker that's 6'4", yeah, it tracks. It makes sense. I also don't know if there's a single game this season where we receive the ball first. And there's games where I do choose first, and they're like, whatever, not gonna happen. We might just be the worst coin toss team in the history of the NFL. Let's take a look at Justice Kelly. I'm going to assume he's higher touch on a pick ratio than Jordan Love. Yeah, 7-2. I mean, Jordan Love, I don't know what he ended that game with, but started the game at 5-9. We threw 2 more picks on this game. I think he did have 3 touchdowns, so 8 for 11 is definitely a number. It's going to be a fake out on the run. He's got a wide open crosser, and it's going to be picked off right away. Look at the speed. Wow, that was immediate. The rookie, Caleb Brooks, undercutting what I thought was going to be a massive play crosser on the first play of the game. I don't know what it is about this division, but they are not good. We brought back that Tom Brady dominance potentially. All right, we're going for 20 touchdowns, 1 pick. Let's do it. Let's do it. There goes Ramondre, gains about 6. Not bad. All right, we got this RPO out. I know that the tight end is an option. I just don't like the route ever. As we're going to get away barely. What a move by Stevenson. Barely away from Quentin there. Good, the play-action play here. This throw to Polk has been kind of a red zone, almost money maker for us, but we just usually don't get the throw in time, as Stevenson's going to be pretty much the entire offense so far. 6 yards on the catch. And, of course, when I say pretty much the offense, he's literally been the entire offense. We're going to bounce this all the way outside. It was kind of, look at the fight for Ramondre, almost a first down. Kind of hesitating. Do we cut in? Do we not? And we're going to go heavy here, but so are they. Let's see if we can get Pat Ricard in there. And he is going to get just enough, but fumbles. That's going to be fourth and four and a field goal. That sucks. It's like the first mistake Ramondre has had. It's going to lead to points, but I mean, that's a first down inside the 5, you know. Definitely a bit of a step back there. Potentially lost points, but for all you know, I mean, we love to throw our picks at the red zone. Could have been a point saver for all we know. Oh, there goes Uche. Tries to throw it away. It's too late. A loss of 13. Uche on the board. About damn time we get some base. Trevor Penning is their weakest lineman. Oh, we stepped up at the wrong time, and there goes Ojulari. The edge awakening. And you can call it risky bringing the blitz here, but at the same time, you got 5 wide. I don't know how you cover this. How do you block? Oh, I guess you block it pretty easily. And you get the first down because of it. Mike Williams wide open. I don't know where the purple is there, but bye. It's 3rd and 25, and we have a purple carrying about, what is this? A 6-yard, 7-yard out? Huge mistake, I would assume Dial. Jabril. I'm sorry, Dial. I'm sorry. I kind of made fun of Marcus Dial, or Marcellus Dial anyways. I just even messed up his name. It's going to be wide open because of me. Try to go for a bait. We're going to blitz. Probably should have just went man blitz. That's really where we kind of excel. As we get beat for a first down on man blitz. Is that Mike Williams going against Jelani? If it was Beasley, I'd feel pretty good about it. Beasley's fast. That's fine. We can live with this. Over the middle we can't, though, as McKenzie's had a pretty bad start to the season. I don't know how he can be as good as he is, getting better each season, every game, really, and just not play like it. As good teamwork will bring Breeze down for a gain of only 3. Moving over Marte Mapu, trying to get all the way to that edge, and we don't, but we force them enough to bring him right to McKenzie, a gain of only 2. Bringing in another blitz here, but we at least have some DBs. It's man coverage as well, and that is going to be, I can't tell. The tackle thinks it's false start. Yeah, I thought our guy caused that. I don't know what he's yapping about. Maybe he was mad that they didn't get the hike off. Huge mistake by Uche is going to give them a fresh set of downs on 3rd and 5. Oh, good double move. Good tap. Really? We're not going to bring him down. Really? He's just going to fall forward for 7. That sucks. Peppers. Oh, we're kind of out there. Good play, teamwork, good tackle. Marte. As usual, though, stopping the run with ease. Just the pass game we struggle with. Yeah, short in and hit. Too late for the touchdown, Garrett Wilson and the Jets. I don't know if we actually were the number 1 defense, but I can tell you what, we are not the number 1 defense anymore. We are not playing like it, at least. And kind of glad we didn't get that ball off cleanly. We got hit pretty hard. Might have been picked. Fading away from the looks, probably not a good look for the throw, but hey, whatever. And once again, pressured pretty quickly there. We'll say, though, that throw right there is a throw that you expect to get off a lot sooner than we did. Force it right in. That's going to be picked off, number 2. Their pressures, it's not only getting there, but the coverage has been locked down. I seen Douglas. I just didn't think he gets the first down there, but you know what? Should have at least given him a chance. Better than throwing a pick. Can't get out there. Perfect blocking. Brees still only gets a little bit. Their run front looks scary. And their coverage has been insane. I think we do have to still try to force the run a little bit. And we're going to force him out. He's not going to get it there. It's going to be another Uche sack. Defense waking up a little bit. We're going to just go with some basic man coverage. And hope somebody gets in free. Trevor Penning's getting cooked up. Screen pass. We're out there. I played it literally as safe as possible. Didn't go for a pick. Didn't go for a hit stick. Went for a conservative tackle, Jelani, and he can't bring him down. That's a field goal taker, and instead now they have a chance to hit one. It's kind of insane, and they hit it. That's ridiculous. It's all right. Another first half pick. We'll overcome it. Bolden trying to use pure speed as the blocks weren't really there. Running the ball to the right. No blocks. Ramondre fights back to the line. Inside handoff. We can't win a single press, so there's no point in trying to go like streak. We got to cut that inside to pick up that block from the left guard. We gain 5. All right, we're back to the play that we threw a pick on, but we should be able to at least see a shorter route as an option. There goes Drake May, thankfully. Linebacker played a little differently this time. Actually covered the drag, but backed up on the tight end. Probably had the drag if we would have went back to it, but, you know, it's kind of the whole point of playing QB. You make reads back and forth. And I handed it off, and he just doesn't hand it off. I might have held it too long. I felt like I let it go before the running back left, but maybe not. To the rookie anyways, Patton for 9. We've been a bit inconsistent on offense so far, but at least we have a chance on 3rd and 1 to continue this drive. Get out of our way. Ramondre filtrating for a good 8. Looking for that quick throw to Faulkner if possible. You didn't run the route right. Yeah, we're not going to get away. Damn it. I thought we had the speed to get through that hole, and we didn't. I still feel like Drake May kind of ran slowly there, though. Might have been because he already ran once this drive. Faulkner, not open by a lot, but open by enough to take it. 8 yards. All right, they're playing inside shade, which means Douglas, decent chance. Tight end wide open, Faulkner, great throw. Needed it to be out there in front of him. We get to the 20. And that's going out of bounds there. It wasn't really about the clock, but more just, you know, don't want some fumble to happen or something like that. As Ramondre gains about 8. Good fight. Great hole. Not talking about Ramondre's hole either. I'm on a blocking. Are we going to overload them with too many routes on this side? Let's see what we got. Oh, that is 100% illegal contact. Instead, it'll be a 3rd and 2 we have to somehow manage our way out of. Good route. Great play. First down to the 7. Clock will continue to move. See what they want to do with the clock afterwards. Not my problem. Quick throw to Faulkner. Has to spin. The second guy didn't come in there. He might have fallen forward on Sauce for the touchdown. Pat Ricard fumbled last time, but he also did get the first down last time. Let's see if he can get it from the 1. Get that clock all the way down. Probably about 4 seconds. Catch him off guard. And there's nobody there. Pat Ricard, touchdown. 2nd and 10. I mean, they're going for it, I suppose. Bringing an extra rusher over that side. Try to get Ojulari free. Can't. Drags wide open. We completely missed the hit. I don't know how Shaheed's so fast, but he is. Shaheed is so damn fast. It's unbelievable. Like, you just can't cover him. Doing what he did there was smart, and there goes Kelly. Good tackle one-on-one, but a first down. These damn, like, low-win teams that have nothing to lose, even though they do have something to lose because the season's early enough to where they can still turn around. Nice chip. Damn, they destroyed us on that chip. Yeah, we're not going to get there. Thank God we got the tackle. Kept him in bounds, too, which was huge. Thankfully, Gonzalez is up to the challenge because we dove down stupidly there. Yeah, get over there. It's going to be short still, 3rd and 2. That play helps him, but it doesn't help him that much. Let's go with the freaking blitz. He gets that ball out quick. He might force it to somebody not out of bounds. And he threw the ball away in, so he's like, oh, damn, I didn't expect that. It's going to be a little bit of a longer field goal, though. This could actually give us a chance at the Hail Mary. We'll see what happens. Let's get a block if we can. And he will miss. With 5 seconds left, we might actually be able to hit something short enough for a field goal. I doubt it, but it's possible. We're on a simple 4-vert, see if anything opens. I mean, it's something. And he fumbles the ball. Wow, we are just turning the ball over at every possible moment. It would have been, you know, probably a freaking 63-yarder, 62, but better than a fumble, I can tell you that much. Maybe trying to do too much with it. I don't know. Either way, it'll be 10-all at halftime. It could have definitely been worse. Could have also been a lot better, but it also could have been so much worse. So you got to take the game how it is. Got the Niners and the Dolphins playing off against each other. The Dolphins 2-4 against the 3-3 Niners. Niners are winning by 3. Then we have the Saints and the Ravens, where you have the Ravens, who are 5-1, winning by 3 against the 2-4 Saints. A lot of new names there for the Saints that you either don't recognize or just weren't on their team. Then you have a division rival matchup between the Packers and the Lions, where both teams are 3-3. Big matchup here. The Lions are winning by 1. Jordan Love, though, 7 for 7 with 70 yards. A lot of sevens in there. And looking at our game here against the Jets, really not looking good. Their defense is looking as strong as ever, and we're struggling. Bit disappointed in us, to be fair. Bolden on the return. Blocks have not been great, but we've done what we can to at least set it up. Yeah, if we see a lane we like, we'll freaking run the ball. Or if something like that happens, switch arms. Good job, 9. We really haven't had time to set anything up, but it would be nice to at least have a look at something deeper like this. It's gonna be a tough throw, and yeah, we're going to almost take the sack. Almost threw it to Faulkner, but I'm glad we didn't. Rather live to see another day. 3rd and 1 has been almost guaranteed for us this season. And wow, what a truck. It pays to have a guy like Ramondre. And this looks like a massive play waiting to happen. I mean, the fact that that was 5 yards only is kind of crazy to me. I'm going to hurry up to the line. If you guys don't want to adjust to this, which they actually did a decent job of adjusting to, I'll still run it. Damn, they actually did an insane job there. We'll say the way they lined up, too, I could tell they did. I just still believe that, yeah, why not? Give it a try. There's no way he gets to that. Good try by Patton there. Seen a couple of looks there. I had the quick throw to Polk. I obviously didn't expect them to just not cover him. I thought somebody would have dropped back, so obviously I hesitated. By the time I was going to pull the trigger, there was a linebacker there. Douglas had slight inside leverage, kind of, and then I took my eye off of Faulkner early, so I don't know if he got open near the end of the route. And then I think the worst thing of it all is I might have actually had a chance to run. I stepped up and threw because I felt like somebody was on us, but maybe we actually stepped out of the pressure. I don't know. Either way, to the 5. We've seen this go well for us in the past. At Jets defense, though, it's tough. It makes you hesitate a lot. It's hard to predict who's going to get up. How do we have 3 guys running into 2 blockers? How is this possible? How is that possible? We did the smart thing with Gamble and instantly took one of the blockers. I mean, to be fair, I didn't really take one of the blockers. I tried to get to the outside and couldn't. He just punched our guy. I know it's all DBs out there, but, like, we had the numbers. And we just allowed ourselves to get freaking double-teamed. There's no way he not only catches it, but slips off. And then we come back with it late with Beasley. That's crazy. Jets are dealing. Run another blitz because we're kind of over it. Good tackle, but it's another 7. Patience is kind of wearing thin right now with this team. And it's a winnable game. It's just the frustration is just getting there. Trying to get there, can't. That's a touchdown. Wow. Can't believe we're letting a tight end do that to us. And not even a very good one, to be fair. I mean, that's Gamble going against him and gets beat. We almost saved it with Beasley, but just slightly out of reach. Harper trying to do something. To the 26, down 7. Like, I would like to go routes here because they're pressed up, but our guys don't win the press. Ever. Like, Patton is he's a newer guy with some speed, but he's still not that type of speed, you know? It's a tough one. We got to force that. What a throw. It's a tough look, but we don't really have many other openings there. And, this is the front we're getting all game. So, like, what am I supposed to do? Force this? Good throw outside. Polk, 5 yards. I trust that Polk is not only going to catch it, but, run the route to the depth I need him to. There goes Patton for a first down, about 6 yards. And I almost never trust anything going against Sauce. I don't like the look. That route. Can't believe he almost picked it off. The route was not clean, which of course caused me to panic the throw because I was like, uh-oh. Throw this on target, it's potentially picked. Play action. No one's really open, but Polk's open enough. And he picks that up! DJ Reed's insane! In what world? That's crazy. That is insane. I actually can't believe that. That is wild. That I can't really be blamed on. That's an insane play. Ball's slightly behind him, of course, as it always is, but that's crazy. Nice. Jelani with, I mean, he might finish the damn season with the most sacks in the league. I don't know if he's just so good with, like, which route, like, what gap he's, like, going to. Wow, what a catch. What gap he's going towards, but, like, or it's because he's slow, so he's the last one there, and a.k.a. the only one not picked up, but it's worked out for him. Him blitzing has been good. Coming up with another blitz. We're a little late. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, though, we're the purple coverage, not the deep blue. That's crazy bad defense. Gamble has actually been really bad the last 2 weeks. Genuinely, where is Gamble going? He's shifting over, and he stops. I mean, look how much space he is giving. That is insane. And you might wonder why sometimes it looks like I'm playing really shallow, and it's because I am. I'm going for the bait, and I'm not expecting to have to do that much. We have nobody open. Oh, my God. Good job by Jeromepkr. I seen Faulkner was about to get open. I was going to stop and throw to him, and he bumped into someone. He almost threw a pick. Where have we seen that before? We have 3 of them now in the season. I'm just going to run again. I don't trust any of these receivers. Nobody's getting open. Even when they are open, they are actually not open. It's a bad day. Wide open, little through, overthrew him slightly. Fourth quarter, down 14. I mean, we've been playing badly. 2 good defenses in a row, though. Like, statistically, I don't see why the Jets are so bad. Their defense is good. Take Douglas, and for good reason. I mean, we've been letting people jump at Douglas and not follow him for too long. We've been letting them get away with that. We're gonna give Douglas a second look by the time the secondary route finishes. It's a pretty good throw as Polk will catch it for 9. Most of the time, Polk is gonna be open. Let's just be real. Just call it how it is. You can imagine you can still run zigs. And he drops it. Imagine you could still just audible zigs anytime you want. He would never lose one of those. From the inside position. As Ramondre's going to find some room and barrel into the end zone for a touchdown. Huge. Game is still not over by any means. Touchdown Ramondre puts us back within 7. And we'll run right into that play. And I'm surprised they didn't give him a second effort under his own power. A yard loss isn't a terrible spot, but at the same time, you could argue 2 or 3 might have been lost. Oh! Was that not to the running back? I don't know how we didn't pick that off. Bring in the blitz again because it's literally 2 yards. They have all the options in the world. Free rush, and nobody on Garrett Wilson. Gamble just got completely torched. Okay. Good press. Good press, brother. Is that what a press looks like to him? Being 10 yards off? I don't know. Tell a guy to press and he doesn't know what the hell you're talking about. Looking for the quick throw. We'll take it. Nice spin move. Of course, Faulkner didn't see the potential there. Stevenson on the screen. We actually got a couple of initial blocks for once. Spin move. Yeah, he's a big fella. He ain't going to get that spin as often. Got to go juke. He does have pretty high spin move, but I think his athleticism ratings don't allow him to make that kind of play. Ramondre wide open. Underthrow him. That's fine. Gets it there. 36-yard line. Got the cross. Douglas. He's been by far wide receiver 1 today. See if he wants to really carry us here. Gives a deeper look. That throw to tight end, who I can't even get the ball off to, apparently. Can't believe Jeromepkr didn't just deliver the throw. I thought he had it. We're going to go corner route with Faulkner instead. He's got leverage on us. I'm just going to high point this to Polk, who didn't track the ball, I think. I didn't feel like it was that overthrown, was it? Maybe it was. And, I mean, we get pressured really quickly again. 4th and 10, you obviously got to go for this. Post-wheel drive, there's a lot of risk because a lot of times you're just hoping that the post is going to get open. And he gets bumped again. Tell me that was at least our post that did it and not another pass interference no call. It was the post. I mean, I don't know why are we bumping into each other so often? Like that, multiple bumps in one play. 4th and 10. The play is run base. outside of our running back blocking. And we have two guys running into each other during the play. Get up there, my dude. I'm not really sure what he's hesitating on. The guy coming in there either is a blitzer anyways, or he has to cover the running back. So either way, running in there when the running back's getting the handoff or a fake handoff, you can rush it. Can't believe we didn't bring him down there. Good pressure, though. It's like a guy's overthinking every time. Like, just run in. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if he actually hands the ball off or not. That's going to be picked. Good job, Dial. Good job, Dial. We've been really bad on offense. I was trying to do what I could to score on that play. Good coverage. The pressure was great, obviously. Go routes. Dump off. Can't even get it there. We're getting smashed. Might need a new offensive lineman even for 2 weeks. Goddamn, Polk, you are filthy. That freaking corner is just, it's insane. Like, I don't know if he'll ever miss that. Douglas. On the money. He's got room inside almost the 5. We're not going away. Son Reddick's on the sideline as well. We're not going away. You're crazy if you think we're done. Screen passes out there, and that will be a touchdown. Great blocking. All right, 7-point game with 3 minutes to play. I don't know how to play this because the blitz has gotten us into this situation to come back, but they've got a lot of receivers out here that it seems like they're going to throw the ball. We're in pretty good coverage here. And we're not going to get him. Gamble, good tackle, but we got beat again by a tight end. We're on mid. It's kind of seeming like they are going to throw the ball quite a bit here. We get a free rusher. There we go. Good job. A loss of 5. 2-minute warning. Big play. Back to man coverage. See what we got. Bring Gamble up because I don't really worry too much about the deep play. Just a first down in general is deadly. We get the rush. Dial. 4th and 9. That was really good coverage. We got, we played how a safety should. Pick up the big play. First guy open. Let him throw it 60 yards down the field, needing to be a dime. That's fine. Harper trying to make something crazy happen. I don't blame him. Trying to climb back into this game. We have so far done a decent job of it. See if we can do the whole shebang. Perfect coverage. Could be grounding. It will be. I don't know what you want from Drake May there. We got extra time to throw for once. Still no one open. The Jets' defense is unbelievable. They're playing the outside. I'm going to have to take the underneath to Patton. Tries to make something happen. Gets about 8. 3rd and 13. Corner strike. Slanting Douglas. No matter how they play this, Polk's got a good chance at it. He's so good at that. He's so good at it. It's unfair. We're going to force you to cover Polk, which they do. We had the tight end, but I wanted to give him a little bit more time to, turn it into something. I didn't want to make it a 4 or 5 yard throw. If we really wanted to, we could probably make almost every play a 4 or 5 yard throw, but we won't have the time to get down the field if we do that, Oh my God, thank God. I can't believe my guy is sprinting away. Polk's open. I cancel the play action. I stop moving altogether, and they still have me running. Oh, please. Ramondre doing what he can, but still going to be 4 yards short. I was about to say, why are they calling a timeout? But it was a timeout because of an injury. Do we have a money maker? I don't think we do. But the closest thing that we have to a money play would be like a screen pass, and I don't trust that right now. Do I trust Stevenson? I'd rather have a slant, I think, from Polk. Let's see it. Oh, what a throw! Douglas! Oh my God, we got hit as we're throwing there. That's crazy. Not trying to have another situation like last game, but I needed time out there. I needed time to process that. This one I think we'll let the clock go. Why did Why is the clock going 20 seconds for 10 yards? Am I missing something? Oh, they're on this one. Are they though? Are they really, though? To the 4, 6 seconds left. Slants. Okay, come on. Tough. It's behind him. It's behind him for the 10th time today. Drake May, you are ass. And the game is lost at the 6-yard line. A 3-interception game for Drake May. The ball is behind him again. again. The amount of times the ball is behind our receiver is ridiculous. And we dropped 2 in this one. What a game it was, but that is so much pain. I can't believe those corner routes, though. The C, I mean, Polk doesn't even have a C in his name, but he might as well. Like, he is a god at those. That is the money play. I didn't think it would be in a situation like that. Not that we did use it anyways. Look at that. 3 interceptions. That's 4 in 2 weeks now. I genuinely can't believe how many times the ball is behind the receiver by like a half yard or a yard, which ruins it every time. I mean, that was an interception, so we'll be able to see this back again. Would it have been caught if it was actually on target? I mean, probably not. It probably would have been picked off. Well, I don't know if it would have been picked, but I think Barrett gets a hand on it. But yeah, that is, once again, behind him. Maybe I'm subconsciously throwing it behind him because I'm realizing, okay, this is a force. This is a bit late. On the other side, of course, Patton is a bit more open. It's still really hard to read this. Like at this point, okay, you're starting the ball. Hike. Okay, you're looking across the board. Faulkner, that's a tough one. I don't think it's going to happen. Here, I'm like, you know what? The linebacker's probably going to fall back on Polk. And then the right side, you got Sauce. It's always scary to throw against him. Patton was the open man, though. That's the guy. Everything I mentioned last game, literally, you'd like foreshadowing it. Talked about, you know, it's a great start, but, you know, we had a great starts before. Then you throw a pick, and then you throw 2 picks, and then you throw 3 picks. We decided, however, to skip right from, well, I mean, look how good Uche is. I wish he would actually play like that. He had a good game today, but yeah, we skipped the 2-pick game and right into the 3rd pick. I will say, pass rush, we were destroyed all game long. No Onwenu is massive, but what can you do outside of trade for someone, which might be the move. Oh, wait, who is that? Havenstein? He's not really that freaking fast, though. He's actually faster than I thought. I did not think he was that fast at 6'8". Okay, I don't know why we didn't sign him. I did not expect someone like Havenstein to be in free agency, in fairness. Is that who we want, though? We want someone that's good at pass blocking. He's a really good run block finesse, but pass block finesse isn't that good. 74. On the other side, yeah, I mean, you don't have much options. It's either him or, like, nobody. Leno's better at pass blocking finesse, but that's, like, really where it ends. At least Havenstein is goated elsewhere, so Rob Havenstein is going to join the team. I don't know who we're going to get rid of or what we're going to do, but we're going to make it happen. Regardless, I know we dropped 2 in a row, and that sucks, but 4-2 in a division that apparently Buffalo's 4-2 in as well. Sweet. It could be worse. Those 2 interceptions really, or not even 2 interceptions, 2 interception games, 4 interceptions total, starting to piss me off a little bit, but at the same time, the coverage, dude, it's insane. I think for coverage, I upped it by 1. Maybe 1. I think maybe they're actually still the same. But these 2 coverage ratings, they're so fickle. It's like you slightly change it. They go from decent, you can kind of beat them anytime you want, to absolutely god tier, which is crazy. Like, I feel like the games before the first 4, we were just dominating way too much. I slightly changed the notch, and then we just get completely locked down. I will say, though, even though, you know, maybe their rankings aren't that good because Sim doesn't see it, in-game, going against Hassan Reddick, Jermaine Johnson, and Quentin Williams, that is a formidable line. Linebackers, you have Quincy Williams, who's super fast, and then the corners, the DBs, are really good. Sauce is impossible to throw against, and then, of course, DJ Reed, we've seen how good he is. And then the Packers, they're even better because you have that front, you have faster linebackers, you have better safeties, you have Jair, who's, you know, similar to Sauce, but you have Stokes, who's 95 speed. So when you play against teams that don't really have those defenses, like the Colts don't really have that kind of defense, even though they have a couple of playmakers, you have the Ravens who have a couple of playmakers, but they're not as good. We'll see what happens. I think we'll be able to handle those games a little bit better. We'll bounce back. 4-2 is just the beginning. Got to stop throwing picks. So we got to get back to the ground game as well, because I can't imagine we had a good run game. We let them dictate our run game based on, you know, the fronts they had. That's really what it was, the fronts they had, but we were doing well enough in the ground game that we probably could have, you know, threw a little bit more out there, but yeah, we just got to be better, simply put. But if you guys enjoy this one, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, I do appreciate you continued support on the channel. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel, PK Plays for non-Madden content. And that's pretty much going to be it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video,